there, this week I am testing this lovely 8-seater Nissan Pathfinder. This is the Ti model, and it also has the style pack, which gives us this lovely V-shaped grille at the front, the badging and chrome along the bottom of the doors, and also the lovely side steps as well. I'm going to be testing this with infasecure child seats and Thule Prams in the boot. Let's find out how good it is as a baby drive, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on our socials. The child seat section of this review is brought to you by infasecure. In the back of the 8-seater Nissan Pathfinder, there are Isofix in the two outer second row seats, and there's a single Isofix point in the central seat base too. Now, they're not within plastic guides, but they're lovely and easy to connect to. Now, that individual Isofix point in the second row in the middle seat does give you the flexibility of where you position your child seats. So you can't have 3 Isofix child seats across, but it does give you the flexibility of where you position your seats. Now, there are top tether anchorages on the back of all 3 of these second row seats. They're really nice and easy to access and connect through the boot. Now, I managed to fit 3 infasecure child seats really nicely across this second row. I've got the infasecure Attain More, the infasecure Achieve More, and the infasecure Quattro Onyx in the central seat. In the third row, there are 3 seats. Now, there are Isofix for the outer far side seat, and there's a top tether anchorage on the back of that too, easily accessible through the boot. Now, I have got the infasecure Momentum More child seat installed back there, and I can fit 2 9-year-old children next to that nice and comfortably. We found with legroom in the Nissan Pathfinder, with the forward-facing Nissan Attain More here and child seats in the third row, we could fit about a 186cm driver nicely in front. Now, with the rear-facing child seat in the second row, we could fit about a 170cm driver nice and comfortably in the front. To learn more about the child seats used in this video, just click on the link here. For third row access in the Nissan Pathfinder, there's a handy little button just down on the side of the seat base here. If you press that, this seat will go forward, and that will actually work with a child seat installed, which is fantastic. And that's only if your child seat is using the Isofix, not the seat belt. It does work really nicely and gives a lovely big step through to the third row. The doors of the Nissan Pathfinder open really nice and wide, which makes it easy for passengers to get in and out, and also much easier for getting child seats in and out too. Now, on this model, it's got these lovely side steps at the bottom, which also make access for kids nice and easy, so you can use them to step in. And I've actually enjoyed using them for the front as well. Now, this model also has these lovely built-in window blinds, which make it nice for you to be able to shield your rear passengers from the sun while you're driving along. Storage in the back of the Nissan Pathfinder is fantastic. There are 2 cup holders in these rear doors, which are really handy. You can easily fit a coffee cup, reusable or disposable, and a kid's drink or snack fits in there really nicely. There's also these lovely door handles that are another storage spot for kids too. The door bins in the second row here are really good. They'll fit a large refillable water bottle, and you've got a bit of room in there for something else as well. There's a fold down in the central seat back that will hold a reusable or a disposable coffee cup, and there's a little slot in there for a phone as well. You can also fit a kid's drink cup in those cup holders as well. There are mat pockets on the back of both front seats that will hold and conceal an iPad. In the third row, there are 2 cup holders on each side too. There's also a USB-C socket there as well. Storage in the front of the Nissan Pathfinder is good. There are 2 cup holders in the central console that can hold a reusable or a disposable coffee cup. In front of them is a little storage well for the keys, and in front of that, a wireless phone charging pad. Behind the cup holders, the central console box is a generous size. The glove box is large enough for my wallet and iPad with the manual, and there's a shelf above the glove box that's great for the passenger's phone. There's a lined glasses case in the ceiling, and the front door bins will hold a refillable water bottle, and an iPad and wallet will fit in there too. And the handles are great for storage. There are aircon vents in both rear rows of seats in the back of the Nissan Pathfinder. This is fantastic for keeping your rear passengers nice and comfortable while you're driving along. They're in the rear ceiling panels above the seats. Now you can control that rear aircon from the front dash, which is fantastic to stop little kids with their fiddly fingers from using the controls in the back of the central console box. There's also USB and USB-C sockets in the back of the central console box, so you can charge rear passengers' devices while you're driving too, and there's also a socket in the third row as well. The media system in the Nissan Pathfinder is really lovely and simple and easy to use. You've got in the settings here, you've got some lovely things like volumes and beeps, so you can turn off and customize the volume of a lot of the volumes and beeps, which is really handy when you've got kids in the car. You can also go to your navigation in here as well, which is really nice and handy. Now you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in here, which is wireless, which is fantastic. So you can access your phone and your apps and things like that when you're driving. Now, one of the things I love in here is the camera button. It's really handy, so you can see where you're parked on the curb and things like that. So you don't always have to be in reverse. Also, when you're just going at low speed, so you can see around you. Now, when you put it into reverse, you've got lovely crystal clear camera images here. And you can turn the parking sensors off really nice and easily with the OK button on your steering wheel. The boot door of the Nissan Pathfinder opens really nice and easily with a touch button and also closes that way too. One of the features I love about the boot of this Pathfinder is the lock button up here. You press that and when you walk away, the doors automatically lock. It's really handy when you've got kids and all their things and you're carrying them. Another feature I really love about this boot is the underfloor storage here. It's a lovely deep plastic space, really handy for putting kids' wet things, their soccer boots and things like that. Let's find out how much we can fit in the boot of the Nissan Pathfinder. The boot section of this review is brought to you by Thule. When using 2 rows of seats in the Nissan Pathfinder, the boot will hold 22 shopping bags. Or the Thule sleek, future-proof, multi-configuration pram with a single seat will fit in the boot of the Nissan Pathfinder with 14 shopping bags. Or the Thule Urban Glide 2, ultimate all-terrain stroller with the back wheels removed, fits easily in the boot with 14 shopping bags. Or the Thule Spring, lightweight and one-handed folding stroller fits in the boot of the Nissan Pathfinder with 17 shopping bags. Or you can fit 2 90-litre, 2 70-litre and 2 40-litre Thule Chasm duffel bags in the boot, or a very large dog. When using all 3 rows of seats in the Nissan Pathfinder, the boot will hold 8 shopping bags. Or the Thule sleek, future-proof multi-configuration pram with a single seat fits in the boot with 2 shopping bags. Or the Thule Urban Glide 2 ultimate all-terrain stroller with the back wheels removed fits easily in the boot with 2 shopping bags. Or the Thule Spring lightweight and one-handed folding stroller fits in the boot of the Nissan Pathfinder with 3 shopping bags. Or a small dog will comfortably fit in the boot when using all 3 rows of seats. The Nissan Pathfinder is a really lovely smooth car to drive. It's got a really nice tight turning circle which makes it really nice and easy to manoeuvre around town and in tight car parks. Now it doesn't throw you around and it's really nice and comfortable on long journeys. Now, visibility is pretty good in here. I've got 4 child seats in the back and I can still see out of that rear window, which is really good. And if not, I've got that camera button in the dash as well. So to sum up with the 8-seater Nissan Pathfinder, it is a fantastic car for families big and small. You can fit those 4 infasecure child seats in the back if you need to, and third row access is really good. The boot space is fantastic, fitting the taller prams in the boot, whether you're using 5 or 8 seats. The media system is really good. Having Apple CarPlay makes it nice and easy to use, and the cameras are fantastic. And the drive is excellent too, both on and off-road.